Bills Mafia, this is BWO. Let's go!
Oh, welcome to our first off-season BWO show.
Right, I was like, wait, is this our first show, or is this still part of the last season? Is it this is the fluctuation?
The Bill season's over, so might as well be the off-season as far as I'm concerned.
All right.
I've got the usual suspects here with me today. I got Corey, and I got Buffalo. So let's
welcome back, bro.
Yeah.
Yeah, did you enjoy your lockup? I mean, your cruise?
It almost turned into a poop cruise, bro. He got stuck there.
That was terrible. Terrible. It's not the fact that I was stuck in Florida. It was the fact that I was stuck in a hotel in Florida and Ubers were like $25 to go anywhere.
Dude, that.
Yeah.
Like 2 miles down the road, it was $25.
And it's
You
funny.
should have went and saw Pat. That would have been like $400.
Yeah.
Probably also discovered that in Florida, even though it's 2 miles down the road, it still, for some reason, takes you 20 to 30 minutes to get there.
Dude, you get from the Bright Line to the Miami cruise port is 1.9 miles. When we came back right at the end of the Miami Marathon, and it took us like 48 minutes to go 1.9 miles.
Oh,
and we
shit.
had to walk it, dude. We could have walked it in 30.
Damn. I know. I said that when I found out you were. I was like, bro, I could have drove down there, picked y'all up, and made it back before the flight even came through.
They had no one-way rentals, so we couldn't rent a car. So we were basically stuck with what airports were letting traffic go, and we didn't end up. We were supposed to leave on Sunday. We didn't leave till Wednesday. So,
Oh shit.
yeah, it was not a fun day or fun 3 days.
I mean, it could have been worse.
Could have.
Boat could have sank.
True.
Every night in my dream. Me and Pat would have been at your house pulling stuff off the walls, crying like, "My boy, right? Oh, I want this though."
Corey be sitting here pulling off a Josh Allen helmet. Be like, "Don't worry, Spartan. I'll never let it go."
I had 7 of them bitches, bro. Talking about, what do you mean we get a wheelbarrow out that bitch? Oh,
like,
shit.
I hired a moving pod.
For you to in this basement, Spartan would have wanted me to have this.
Right. I was gonna say, Pat's like, bro, are you hooking up to the camper? He would have wanted it this way. Oh shit. Oh fuck. I'm gonna drive your truck, bro. I'll just keep the memory alive, all right, Doc? Oh,
So, all right, let's get into the stuff that happened the last time we did one of these. We were talking about McDermott getting fired, and yeah, they replaced him with Joe Brady.
why did I know that was good, dude? I had a feeling in my guts, dude. No, just a hard ball. I was like, it's gonna be Joe Brady. I know it.
I want to get my take on this first, and I don't think he was a horrible choice, but let's call it what it is. All Brandon Beane did was secure his spot that when this doesn't work, Brandon Beane's safe. That's all he did. Joe Brady, I'm sorry for you, but you're a scapegoat at this point.
Mm-hmm.
And they admitted it in that first interview when they said, and he tried to say it so subtly. He was like, if we get a coach and it doesn't work out, then we'll take the rap and we'll work it again next year and get another guy. Like, so you're already admitting that the guy you might bring in will fuck it up and you're just going to throw it all. Like, all right.
Like, I was hoping they were going to at least hold off and wait until, until the end of the Super Bowl so they can at least, potentially interview Kubiak. But I personally think that they had made the decision when they fired McDermott it was going to be Joe Brady. Now, it was good that Josh Allen went out to the media afterwards and kind of endorsed Joe Brady. It's got me feeling a little more comfortable with the choice.
Yeah.
But the question is this just Josh Allen being a good Bills player and leader, saying, this is what we were dealing with, this is what we're going to do? Or is that truly how Josh feels? I think it's truly how Josh felt. I don't think he wanted McDermott fired, but I don't think he hates the idea of Joe Brady. Spartan, what do you think?
Well, I wasn't here because I was in the middle of the ocean when you guys were doing the last podcast. But after that dumpster fire of a press conference, I mean, I was texting you guys, and I think I posted in the live chat too. After that press conference that they had, there was no way we were going to get a named anyway. We were not getting anyone with any type of a name as a coach. The way that they under the bus, especially on that Keon Coleman pick, when there's a clear video where Bean talks about that was his guy. That's why he wanted him. When he ran the 4.57, that clearly no named head coach was going to come because they knew that toxicity that they were dealing with. However, just like you said, Pat, I don't think it's the worst pick we could have had. It's not the best pick we could have had. I think with having Joe Brady, there's some stability in that locker room at least, which doesn't feel as bad as what it could have been if we had a whole new regime. But from the moves that have been made since that announcement, I'm feeling better about it. I feel like he's bringing in the right personnel, and I don't know if that's him or if that's Bean or if that's a collaboration, with Bean, Brady, and Allen. I don't know. But some of these picks are pretty solid pickups of who could be coming into the league. So I don't think J17 is going to get it this year, unfortunately, either. But
smart.
Yeah. That's my store director right there.
Yeah, he's the one we met at the game, right?
Yeah, real good guy. So he was out shoveling for me while I was stuck in Florida. So, and it reminds me of it every day that I'm back now.
I guess you got to go shovel his driveway now.
Yeah.
No, but like I said, I think Corey and I said it on the last show when we ran it with just the two of us, and you were in the comments. I said the number one thing that's going to put a lot of this to ease is we need to hear from Josh Allen. And then we heard from Josh Allen. And again, I think hearing from him, and then even after the press conference when he went on the Pat McAfee show, well, Joe Brady went on the Pat McAfee show, and Josh Allen kind of interrupted him. It put me in a little bit better of a mindset than initially when we heard it was going to be Joe Brady. But look, at the end of the day, he still has some big shoes to fill with McDermott. We know what McDermott was able to do in the regular seasons, but can Joe Brady be the guy to win basically 2 more games? That's it. He's got to win 2 more games than what McDermott was able to do. So, Corey, what is your thoughts on Joe Brady as the new head coach?
Pretty much agree with you guys, man. Like you said, the last show, we hadn't really heard from Brady yet. We hadn't heard who it was. We hadn't heard from Josh. So now that we have even Brady's interview, I liked when he gave it. It gave me a little bit of like hope, I'll say again. And then seeing Allen come out and like the vibe of him, jumping in on his interview and backing him over it. Like you said, Allen's that guy that'll do that. But I also agree with you. I feel it was genuine. And I think part of the reason is because Allen's going to get more of a say in the offense now, I feel like. Like, because they said Brady's still going to, like, have his hand in the offense also. So I feel like they probably told Josh, like, hey, you know, we'll get the offensive coordinator. I'll run the show. And then you pretty much, like we've always said all year, hey, this is what we're seeing. What do you think we should do? Yeah. So, like I said, but either way, Josh is going to be Josh and be humble about it. So the guys they brought in for defense and stuff, and Joe, I'm excited. Like you said, it's a new thing. We'll see what – now the biggest thing is what do they do in the offseason with guys, you know, trading and stuff. So they made this big spiel and wanted to make a big speech talking about, oh, you know, we fired McDermott because we want the Super Bowl and we want change. So let's see what the change is and hope it's for the better.
Well, and the important thing that I'll reiterate again, what we saw during that press conference, even with Josh Allen and them, is we saw the Josh Allen that's laughing and having fun again that we didn't see, that we saw all of the year before during all the games. We barely saw it this year. And so I don't know. I agree with you. I think a lot of that came down to Josh probably feels like he's free and he's got more say. It feels like he's got more say in this offense than before. And I agree. If I'm Brandon Beane or Terry Pagula, which thank God I'm not after that press conference, what they did to Keon Coleman was a joke. But the number one thing I would have said to anybody that was interviewing for that coaching job, rather whoever it ended up being, there's two things on that offense you didn't change. You don't change Josh Allen and you don't change James Cook. Anything else, have at it. But you leave those two, let them be who they are.
Yep. So I think even the wide receiver room needs to just be wiped, man. Keep Shakir. And like they said, they're going to keep Coleman, I believe. But, and the Coleman thing quick, I thought at first I was like, man, this kid's, like we were saying, Pat, this kid, like you just dogged him on live TV, which, yeah, it was shitty. It sucked. But I also didn't think about it the other day. I thought about it in a different way. I was like, what if that sparks this kid? Like, yeah, it pisses him off, but instead of being like, you know what, I ain't going to play for you, like, you know what, watch this, motherfucker. Like, and now next year you're about to pay me or I'm gone and I'm going to just ball in. So, who knows?
I mean, I absolutely hope that's how it goes. But to be honest with you, I'm not going to be surprised when Keon Coleman ends up getting released because he's nothing but a problem going forward.
Right.
And
like
you know what?
Said, Josh and Cook, and that's it. But, renew offense.
So I mean, I think Eric said it the best. Like this season, we're going to see if McDermott was the problem.
Yeah,
it's clearly going to surface because if we do just as well or better, it was McDermott. If we don't, then it wasn't just McDermott.
It was Beane.
I mean, we'll talk a little bit about the coordinators that we were bringing. But to be honest with you, I'm happy. The one thing that I'm very happy about is, sure, Joe Brady still has that Carolina tie, but none of the other coordinators have any ties to the Carolina Panthers, which, thank God, we went and said, you know what, there's other teams to pull from than just the Carolina Panthers. So,
right.
I like that they hired Pete Carmichael as the offensive coordinator. You just watch what the dude did with helping develop Bo Nix, and you know he really did help Denver turn that offense into a really good offense. And honestly, that team should have been in the Super Bowl if Bo Nix didn't break his ankle in the Bills game, because there's no way in hell the Patriots beat them if Bo Nix was healthy.
He said, can we talk about who Brady has ties to? Some Justin Jefferson? Bro, I hope. I don't know if we can afford it. I don't know if we'll be able to make the trades.
Hey.
Even with the new thing, I hope so.
First round, second round this year, first round next year. I don't care.
Bro, you could even give up. You could even give up as much as I love him, and people are going to get mad in the comments and say something. You could give up Knox, which – people might not get mad at that one, but this one is a good one too. You could work him in there before he has you could work Ed Oliver between the injuries and all that. Like, he's a great guy, but like, if we could get a better guy and bring in a younger dude for Ed, because we're gonna have Hoyt in them back, like anything for that Jefferson dude. That opens up so much. Like, since we're talking about receivers, that gives Shakir his role back to be that speedy little underneath guy, because as of this year, he was technically at half the season considered our number one wide receiver. So all they literally did was like, hey, Coleman ain't doing shit until Cooks came on the end of the year. It was, hey, hone in on Shakir. And besides that, it was Allen and James Cook. So now that opens Shakir back to give him his underneath role, give Coleman or somebody else the 2 role, whoever they do, but dude, or bring in a young kid off a late draft, something. But if you get that one, like you said, I feel that's the over the top piece, and that would give my faith, like I had in McDermott and them last year. That would give me the faith in Bean and Joe Brady and them if they made that trade.
I mean, we need to make a big splash, and the big splash needs to not be an ancient player.
Like old Jared Reed said, give him 26, 27, and 20, and send the fucking house, bro.
I mean, let's go.
This way.
Give me a stamp.
Where we're picking,
kid's only what, 28? Yeah. My bad.
Where we're picking in the first round in the draft, to be honest with you, unless you're going to get one of the top wide receivers, and I'll be honest with you, I don't think the receiver depth class this year is quite as good as it has been the last 2 years. So why not give the first round pick to Minnesota for Justin Jefferson? Because at that point, you're getting a guy that's valued at that point anyways, that is already a proven commodity that still has plenty of life left. Now, I don't necessarily disagree with bringing in a veteran wide receiver as well. You know, again, you're going to get one of those veteran guys, like potentially a Mike Evans, probably on a veteran salary, dirt cheap, to help with that. And I think that would be perfect. You bring in Mike Evans with Justin Jefferson somehow if you can afford that. But there is a guy that I'm kind of thinking the Bills can probably still get cheaply, and it's almost going to be on a 1-year deal, prove it deal, and that would almost be a Brandon Ayuk. But you need to bring in someone like Justin Jefferson in order to make the Ayuk pick, because at that point, you're bringing him in to see if he still has anything left.
Right.
But at least if you bring in someone like Jefferson, even if you brought Ayuk in for 1 year and he doesn't, fine. We still got Justin Jefferson. We're good.
If you brought in Justin Jefferson and were able to re-sign Cooks to Brandon Cooks to a deal, those two, like Jefferson at 1 and then Cooks at the 2, and then put Shakir back under in the slot, dude. And then if he can stay healthy, the tight end Kincaid, a solid year out of him, healthy, man. With Cooks and Allen, dude, it's not like you said. I would have all my faith back in this team. Now that I know,
if you want to run the 12-man, you have Hawes as your second,
right?
guy, who's a solid tight end.
Yeah.
Watch Kincaid and Hawes be like, knock on wood. I mean, whatever, it might not happen, but they easily could be the top 2 like that pairing tight ends in the NFL this year. If Kincaid can stay healthy.
Eric brought it up, and he said that, as a veteran guy, and we've heard D-Hop say he would love to play 1 year with Josh Allen. So,
right.
I mean, bring him in as the veteran guy along with a Justin Jefferson. Oh, God. That changes that those two right there changes that wide receiver room dramatically.
Eric, is that something that we need to talk about tomorrow? Or Friday when you come back in? He said Knox is long gone.
Yeah, I believe it, man.
You might have to have a talk on Friday.
Dude, because everyone forgets, I mean, obviously we saw it at the end of the season, but everyone forgets about Allen's arm. Like, I feel like we didn't see it that much this year. Like, we didn't see that hurdle Allen. Like, I mean, yeah, he ran for it and was like, but we didn't see that, like, old school dog, like, slinging it around, gunslinger type, which, I mean, comes with advancing and comes with getting older and wisdom and that. But I think with Josh Allen, I think some of that is why he got in his head in the beginning of the games and wasn't throwing as much as he should have and wasn't doing so. Like, get some guys in there that he can trust so we can start slinging it again.
I think a lot of that also had to do with the fact that they weren't, like, you really saw wide receivers who couldn't really get down the field. They weren't double teaming them, so they were sending more people through the middle, and they had the opportunity now to, stack the defensive and offensive line to come after Josh, where when we had wide receiver threats, like, crap, if we don't cover these wide receivers, he's throwing it to them. But if we cover the wide receivers, he's running down our throats. Mm-hmm. So I agree. You need to get that speedy X receiver. Now, the one guy, and maybe this is the veteran guy that we can potentially still keep. I know he's hinted on possibly coming back. I'm not against giving Brandon Cooks another shot.
Yeah, man.
Like, he came on towards the end
of the year.
And he put up the numbers that he needed to. So, despite the bad call, it should have been a catch. But okay.
100%.
Spartan, any ideas from you on the wide receiver room? Or obviously, we know that's a spot that we have to definitely upgrade in the offseason.
Yeah, no, definitely love the JJ. That's like my number one. For those that don't know, my NFC team is the Vikings. So I'm a big fan. Next year when we play them, I'm hoping that it's not an international game. I will be going to the Minnesota game. I've talked with my friends in Skull Nation over there. We are already planning that as we speak. So working on trying to come up with tickets and everything. So having Justin Jefferson on our team would be amazing. Just because the last time that they came here, he had that amazing catch at the end of the game. Kind of heartbreaking. So I'd love to turn it around and have him catch it at their home now. But love the idea of bringing Cooks back. Cooks showed that he wanted to play. When he was on the field, he did what he could to, make a play happen. And again, yes, that was a catch. There were 3 other catches, and then if you looked at that, what was it? The Seattle game, Cooper Kupp did not survive the ground, but they called it a catch. All right, but we digress. But going back again, D-Hop, probably somebody who we could get on a veteran-friendly, team-friendly deal for a year. Just that way, he can play with Allen. But other than that, I don't see Knox coming back. Kincaid can stay healthy. Him and Hawes, just a great pairing between the two. Definitely love what Hawes brings to the table. He shows basically a younger version of how Knox used to be.
I was saying that was his rookie year, man.
Yeah. So, I mean, we'll do the LA night. Yeah. We are BWO. So I definitely see something happening this year because we do need a number one. I think it was proven last year. We got as far as what we did with what we had. Yeah. And if we had a number one, we definitely could have went farther. But that goes to show you that, yes, we do need a number one. So I'm hoping that we kind of sell the house. I wouldn't mind it. I as long as we can get them for, a 3-4 year contract, let's throw the bank at them. See what's like.
Well, and again, so 2024, we didn't have a number one, but you still had guys like at one point you had Amari Cooper, you had Mac Hollins. They may not have been number one guys at that time, but they could get down the field. The problem with the receivers we had this year is they weren't beating anybody. Like that, there's no speed to any of them.
What are you talking about? Coleman's got 4.57 speed. Bean said it. Oh my God.
All right. Where?
I'm so glad he ran that because nobody will look at him. I didn't want him on the team. I was progressed into getting him. Yeah, sure, bitch.
But and look, and that's the other thing is that's the one thing that since he was the offensive coordinator, I'm hoping Joe Brady understands now that he's the head coach. Look, there's nothing wrong with, in my opinion, Coleman. The problem was you didn't have him in the right position. That guy's
I don't think we used him the right way.
He's a slot receiver. He's not a downfield guy. He's a slot receiver. So
all those one-on-one, go up and catch it. That's all he needs to do. You don't need him to go deep. You don't need him. You got him for those short passes in the red zone, for the one-on-one, and he excels at that. I think he's one of the better guys in that. When you see some of his catches, when he is out there, his catches are nasty.
So here's my question: since he's a slot, right? We all agree Coleman should be a slot. Shakir's the slot. What do you do there? Because Shakir is a true slot receiver.
Oh, I agree. But
and
so
he excels at a slot receiver.
I think you play him based on what the situation is. Like I was saying there, Coleman is more of that go up one-on-one type guy, 10, 15 yards out. I mean, don't get me wrong. He has his 30, 40 yards. Hey, man, go down one-on-one, go up with this guy. So use Shakir in the beginning, like when you're further down the field, and then the closer you get to the end zone, kind of like with the running back thing, put him in on like those 3rd and 5s. Like when you need the short, hey, man, these guys are going to do that. You just go here and go up one-on-one and whatever. Put him in the red zone or those goal line plays.
So I think what you would do in that situation is you almost do what they did in 2024 with the defensive line, where it was a constant rotation of players in on this play, then the next players on the next set of plays. And I think you would do that with Coleman and Shakir. I mean, depending on how the defense looks, you're going to send one out there for maybe a play or two. Then you're going to throw the other one in there. And you're just going to constantly rotate them through, because at that point now, if you're doing that and you have two solid slot receivers actually playing the position of slot receiver, it opens it up. And if somebody's going to sit there and say, well, that doesn't work, really? Because I'm pretty sure New England perfected that with Wes Welker, Danny Amendola.
I would say their whole team was just fucking slot guys at one time, I'm pretty sure.
Right.
Yeah. It was all dudes. You watch some of them things. Some of them dudes almost got, like, you watch some of that stuff on them big name guys, they almost got fired at one point in their career. They were like these Coleman type guys, man.
So again, but no, when you have a quarterback of like Josh Allen who has that cannon for an arm, you got to get the number one guy. But what that number one guy is going to do as well is the one thing we didn't have this season is he's going to draw defenders to him, as in multiple defenders, and that's going to free up somebody. That's going to free up some of your slot receivers, so you can do some of those screen passes, or you can do some of those jet stream plays where it will actually work, because now you don't have a stacked line waiting for them.
Joey Hatch was thinking about Super Bowl 24 having Shakira come out.
Hey, still waiting for that 810 receiving yards from Brandon Cooks.
880.
All jokes aside, Joey, we love you, but it's all good.
We got to have him back on.
Oh, absolutely. So, all right. Do we want to continue on the Bills, or do we want to talk about what happened on Saturday?
Real quick, who's the defense? What do you think about the defensive dude the defensive coordinator we just got? What the hell is his name? Leonard, yeah. Who, for those that don't know Bills history, he played for the Bills. Go check out his little interception video.
Again, it's not somebody that has Carolina ties, but it's also somebody that has shown that he can run. Maybe not. He's never really ran a defense 100% yet, but
he was a linebacker coach, right?
I said, what was it? Yeah. He was with what? Denver? Or was that
Giants? He's with the Giants.
Giants. I think he could be a good. I don't know. We'll see. I think it could be. It's a new, fresh guy. I don't really know a lot about him too much. I had to look him up.
Well, when it comes to the defense, the number one thing that has to happen is obviously there's a couple guys that they can just send out the door. Bye. Thanks for coming. There's a couple guys I kind of hope they can kind of bring back. Like, I know some people will be on the fence. Obviously, I don't want to pay him $12 million again for one season, but I wouldn't mind Joey Bosa coming back, especially with the guys that like Hoyt and everything getting injured coming back.
I think he's going to the 49ers to play with his brother.
Possibly. But I think that's one of those things where I don't care who the defensive coordinator ultimately ends up being. If we can't keep the guys on that side of the field healthy, it doesn't matter. And, you know, whatever they were doing, like the one thing I would bring that I will keep that Bobby Babich was doing or McDermott was doing, whatever they were doing to develop Cole Bishop, they need to keep doing that.
I don't know who gets credit for that, but keep that motherfucker there. Bring him in, give him all types of fucking shit. Just give him the keys to the whole defense.
But let's not just do that with Cole Bishop. How do we do that with every defensive position now?
Mm-hmm.
I think we have to bring in. I think we would have to bring in a conditioning coach. I think you said it or Spartan did in one of the shows, Pat. I don't know if it is our conditioning coaches that suck or if it's just this new turf or if it's just like guys are too, I don't understand, just like not built like we used to be. Like
coaches are just worried about people's feelings nowadays.
Right, man. Like you got to get these dudes built. So like guys are breaking. It's literally like, I'm not even trying to be a smart ass. It's like the movie with the fucking, when he spits the seed out and the kid breaks his ankle and his leg. Like that's literally how the NFL has been this year. Everybody and their brother breaking their ankle every other day.
Well, and the thing is like, I don't like if it's a legitimate, like a major injury, like they broke their leg or they, dislocated. I get all that. And look, right. You're always going to have somebody's going to have a catastrophic injury at some point.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, that's just going to happen. But the amount of soft tissue injuries that
tears every week somebody was going down. Not even just for the Bills. I think Pat was mentioning it like every week we were talking, and Pat would be like, someone I didn't even know, this guy. I'm like, dude, this is fucking. So you said these guys, if they can stay healthy. Yeah, the defensive coach, great, but we got to figure out something in Buffalo to keep our guys on the field.
I think they got to do a better job at this time around is actually communicate what's actually going on. Because I'll be honest with you, none of us still truly know why Ed Oliver missed 5 games in the beginning of the year.
I'm telling you, his fucking horse stepped on his foot. I don't give a fuck, dude. It was his horse. There ain't no way. What'd they say happened? Oh, well, yeah, that happened. Nah, man, you was fucking around on them horses, bro.
They said a player stepped on his foot during practice. Okay, but they said nothing broke and was nothing torn. Okay, I could see you missing a game for that. But 5 games? Would you look like a... Considering the fact that was playing with a broken bone. Josh Allen played obviously.
What was it? Week 15 or 14?
Yeah. So, I mean, you can't sit out for 5 weeks because a player stepped on your foot. Look, I've played sports when I was a kid, and I've had cleats step on my foot. And yeah, it hurts, but not enough to hold me out for 5 weeks.
My man had some fucking ball issues going on. He had like some fucking rash going on or something, I bet. He didn't change his undies or something, boy. He done caught some fucking rash or something, I bet. Because who wants I never think about that either. How many of these injuries are made up? Are made up because it's something else that is like too embarrassing to admit. Like, dude got nut rash, bro. Sorry, he can't play today. Like, nah, he fractured his big toe. He's out for a week.
Right. I mean, it's I guess that is when Anthony Richardson from the Colts, took himself out of the game, and then at the end in the press conference said, "I took myself out because I was tired." What? Say you had a hamstring injury, something. Don't say you were like you basically just went to the podium and you gave up. Okay.
Right.
So your whole team saw
it. No wonder they replaced you with Daniel Jones.
Mm-hmm. Who did need that?
Well, and we also got to bring it up. Look, so I want to talk about it real quick. Last thing we'll talk about for the Bills. I'm okay that it didn't happen, but there was part of me that almost wanted it to happen. What were your thoughts on the potential of Philip Rivers being the head coach?
I thought it might help Allen a little bit. I don't know, like the arm thing, but I was like, I just didn't see it. Like, I was like, what? Like, what? Like, you wanted to bring in a Super Bowl winning mentality, and now like Philip Rivers, who hasn't done a single thing, like coach-wise, like what did they know that I don't know type deal I had going on?
I will tell you this. So I was on my cruise, and obviously I thought we were going to do better, so I literally packed nothing but Bills gear. And when that news came out on the cruise ship, I had everybody and their brother coming up to me and were like, dude, what the hell are they thinking? They're like, dude, he's coaching high school. He hasn't coached college. He's coaching high school. And now you want him to go into the NFL? I was like, dude.
So
it's Bean and fucking Pagula, man. They've lost their goddamn minds.
I was a little mixed reviews on that. Like, I was with you for part of it saying, what are we doing? This guy has no coaching experience other than high school. But again, there have been other coaches that have gone on to be Super Bowl winning coaches that have no head coaching or coordinator stuff before then. Sean Payton is a perfect example. He went from quarterbacks coach for the Dallas Cowboys to head coach of the New Orleans Saints.
But he was still in the NFL, though.
But
this dude's in the high school football league.
I get it, but Philip Rivers played, so it's not like it was that far of a stretch. But I just also remember all the people crapping all over him when he decided to come out of retirement and play, and he's going to be horrible. Philip Rivers wasn't like, sure, he looked like a 45-year-old man out there in some place, but he didn't play awful. He actually made the Colts look okay during some of those games. So, again, it would have been weird, but I mean, would you have been surprised if it would have been him?
I'm not surprised with anything that the Bills are doing right now. I can't. I'd be surprised every single day. So I just take it with a grain of salt.
Like a week ago, I was literally like, who are we? Like what happened that this whole dumpster, like what was going on in the background that nobody knew about? That there's a whole dumpster fire in Buffalo right now. We went from like competing with MVP caliber quarterback to like the joke of the NFL. Like what is going on in Buffalo right now? What are they doing?
You got the Pats calling us out in their fucking goddamn little hype thing. Fucking saying that, oh, guess who's not here? Bills Mafia. All the tables in Buffalo are safe.
Right.
Fuck the Pats.
Wow.
And then even Diggs came out and was like, man, y'all know I'm about that Bills Mafia, da-da-da. He's like, I got love for them. Fuck off.
In the immortal words of Monster, man, fuck the Pats.
Fuck the
Pats. So, all right. Well, we got about 20 minutes or so left. We decided to go for the full hour, but so Saturday was the Royal Rumble.
You only want to talk about it because your man's won the fucking. Hey, Spartan. Hey, this is where me and Spartan pull a Spartan on Pat. We just don't let him talk. But nah. So, anyway, Spartan, your thoughts on it? No.
That's fine. Roman Reigns
thank Pat for streaming without streaming because we got canceled from the stream, but then he played it on here without us recording so I could watch it because I'm not paying ESPN any fucking more money.
Dude, these apps are getting ridiculous.
Yeah, I pay for enough service.
Now, all right, what do you got, Pat? Go ahead. Let's hear about them. Nah.
Well, I mean, we can talk the whole show. We don't have to just talk that. Obviously,
did you see it all out too?
Okay, can we talk about my RKO out of nowhere?
What?
Which one was that?
My El Grande Americano.
Oh, yeah, we're fucking watching the match live. And El Grande Americano comes out, the first one, and Spartan's like, oh, wouldn't it be cool if they had the second one come out? That way they do a little – I'm like, man, they ain't going to do that, bro. Instantly. I'm like, ain't no fucking way, bro.
Called it literally like 8 seconds before it happened.
Didn't Pat call the Rumble, though? Like, the winner?
Yeah. Pat called the winner.
Fuckers.
Hey, and I did call out your girl. That was another RKO out of nowhere on the girls. I called that Tiffy was going to be back.
Oh, yeah.
Tiffy time.
I forgot it, bro. She was looking good, too, bro. You know?
My little bulldog didn't last long, though.
Who do you think, before Pat gets in his love thing with Roman Reigns, now who do you think the masked man really was? Do you think it was Seth Rollins, or you think they just tried to make it seem like it was?
So this is my thought, and I heard a theory today that makes sense. It's either Austin Theory or it's Logan Paul. So both of them came in, like Austin Theory came in after Seth. So setting that up could be a plan. And Logan Paul, just because he's Logan Paul and he wants the limelight, and he doesn't want Braun Breaker to get it.
All right.
That stomp does not look like a Seth Rollins stomp.
So clearly, okay. So my take on it, I think we should make this, and we'll have to wait and see how it plays out. But I think we should make this our out of nowhere for right now, and who we think the masked man ends up being. But
well, then I'm going out of nowhere then.
Well, hold on. I agree with Corey. That didn't look like a typical Seth Rollins stop because I don't think the guy that was there in that mask at that time was Seth Rollins. Does it end up being Seth?
Right.
I don't think he's cleared yet to come back, but they made it so in the event that he can.
It's written down.
Well, I'm going to write him down too. So
I'm writing mine down. So if anybody says it, I have it written down. So
Adam, this is why we don't let you on the show with that weak ass pick, bro. Grayson Waller, hell no.
So all right. So I want to go first with the out of nowhere and who I think it's going to be because, and I can really. This is basically, I think we all believe it's going to be Seth Rollins in the end. But if Seth Rollins can't get cleared, obviously they're going to make it somebody else. I say it's Adam Pearce.
I like that. I know you did say that. You have said that since the beginning.
I can, with the way his reaction, the way he's, interacting with Heyman and Braun Breaker the last couple of weeks, including last night. I can see it happening. If Seth can't get cleared, Adam Pearce is going to have a match in the WWE against Braun Breaker. He's going to get destroyed. He's going to have a match. So, do you want to go next, Spurt, or do you want Corey to go?
I'll go last.
Okay.
So I think it's Logan Paul doing his stupid shit, trying to set it up to look like it's going to be real quick, Joey. Sorry, my brain is trying to do two things. I looked up Keon Coleman's girlfriend. She's bad as fuck. I think it's going to be Logan Paul, and they're just trying to make it, even if Seth was clear, whatever, it could be Seth. I think they're just trying to play it off to make it look like it's Seth. Or, like you said, that is my pick of who it is. But I do like that also saying, like, set it up so that it looks like Seth. The reason that it could be is because Seth might have something spinning with like Austin Theory and Logan Paul. I heard that like they leave Heyman and then fight them guys, like have a thing. So, but I really think it's Logan Paul.
Okay. All right, Spartan.
I'm going left field this motherfucker.
Now, what's funny is Spartan didn't get one single out of nowhere right during the entire Bill season. But so far, he's batting 1,000 when it comes to WWE. So I'm curious at how this is going to go.
All right. So, again, I'm going left field like always, okay? And the only reason why I say this, I've watched it a couple times. I've caught fan theories from around.
I mean, Jake Paul, yeah, because he got his ass beat out of boxing, bro.
He wasn't fan enough to beat Jake Paul. But I've been watching like fan theories on the interwebs. Okay. My pick.
Dean. I swear to God, bro.
The head turn that he does right before he does the stomp is Dean Ambrose's head turn.
Bro, you got me looking this shit up, son.
I get it. The problem is Ambrose is currently holding a championship in AEW.
Just saying.
Doesn't mean he won't lose it or something.
It's an out of nowhere, Pat. Okay.
I get it.
I'm chucking darts at the wall and hoping that they stick. All right.
Like I said, you are
baloney on the ceiling.
Well, you are batting 1,000 and wrestling out of nowhere. So,
dude, if I get this one, dude, I swear I'm playing the goddamn lottery, dude, because I'm literally grasping straws with this.
I also think we should each take one person that we also think there's still potential could be that we haven't seen yet that we know is coming back. I can see it being Chris Jericho.
I don't think it was Jericho.
He does got on fancy shoes, like black fancy tip shoes, but his fingers are like long, thin fingers. So I don't think it. I'm gonna sit here trying to fucking CSI a goddamn fucking.
I don't think the guy that was in the mask at the Rumble ultimately is the same person that ends up being revealed. I think they put some NXT dude in a mask. And go
Joe Hendry. It was Joe Hendry in the mask.
Did you see that he just won the AEW title last night? Or whatever night it was?
NXT title.
NXT, yeah.
In a 7-man ladder match.
Just crazy. Yeah. Then they're going to have him coming.
Never, because that hit to the head with the belt was like the weakest bump I've ever seen in my life.
Dude, wasn't it, dude? He was like...
He was like...
Ah! And then, Spartan's new boy, Obafemi, showed up on Raw and kicked the crap out of the Viking Vader.
I love that dude.
Dude, that's a big fucking boy, man.
You guys earlier, that was hilarious.
You guys I was like, who the fuck is this guy, bro? You guys had to tell me who it was. I didn't even know. I was like, who the fuck is that motherfucker?
Dude, that dude
they are predicting right now, and the rumors are that it's him versus Brock Lesnar at WrestleMania. I think that would be epic.
Same. I think they should have gave him a chance, like him and Brock, a chance to like wrestle around a little bit before they just did it the way they did it.
Well, so let's go back to Brock Lesnar and let's go to the Royal Rumble match for a second. That Brock's elimination wasn't supposed to happen that way.
I didn't think so.
Because it happened in the middle of Jey Uso's entrance. And you could tell when he got out, the camera just like went right to him because that wasn't supposed to happen.
Yeah.
The camera wasn't already on him.
And then you saw, like, if you watch that part back, you can even see it in Lesnar's face. It's like, we just effed up. But that's one of those matches where you can kind of get away with screwing up an elimination like that. Cause, like, if Brock wasn't supposed to be the winner, it doesn't matter. But all it made me when I heard that, all it made me remember was when Batista and Cena went over, and then next thing see is Vince McMahon sitting in the ring yelling at that.
Blew his fucking goddamn quads out.
Yeah.
Well, he found that out after. That's why Vince was it's weird. Vince McMahon is sitting in the ring. So now that obviously we found out on Raw that it's going to be Roman Reigns versus CM Punk. So who wins the Elimination Chamber to go for the WWE title?
Sami Zayn.
I'd love it to be Sami Zayn. Do I think that's going to happen? Probably not.
No, it's going to be Rhodes.
Yeah. Yeah.
Cody's going to go. He's going to turn heel.
Which is wild because they said that whole thing, and it's nothing against Roman Reigns. Like, now I see it more that he's been gone. Like, he was the only thing that was carrying it for that long. Like, they were like, oh, we're going to change all this shit up and come out with another title and this and that. That way it's not on the same person the whole time. But it's the same 4 guys fighting for the title every fucking time.
Here's why I think it was great that number. Besides the fact that Roman's a fan favorite of Roman Reigns or whatever right now, but I think him battling for that World Heavyweight title will make that title relevant. And the reason I say that is that title was created because they couldn't figure out how to get one of the other 2 titles off of Roman at the time, which essentially made that title a paper champion. If Roman just by being in a match for it, if Punk wins, that puts relevancy on that belt. If Roman wins, that puts relevancy on that belt because now it's no longer a championship made because we needed one that Roman didn't have. So it makes that title a little bit legitimate. However, I am going to take a shot at Adam, who's a CM Punk fan. Without Roman Reigns, CM Punk does not main event WrestleMania ever. Roman Reigns made it happen last year, making it happen again. So,
see, and that's why I think Ambrose is coming back. Because CM Punk is going to take out the rest of the Shield.
I don't see CM Punk winning at WrestleMania, to be honest.
I'm just saying at some point he's going to take out Dean Ambrose, and then he's got the trifecta.
Now, you know what I can see happening, though? I can see Roman going back to being a heel, and this is going to obviously bank on what happens with Seth Rollins going forward. How much time is he really going to be out? I can see Paul Heyman coming back to Roman Reigns and Roman.
I don't know. Paul Heyman came out with Brock.
Hey, he can always make the dangerous alliance of Brock Lesnar and Roman Reigns.
I was baffled by that because he didn't come out with the Vision guys.
Yeah, it was weird to me that
yeah he came out with Brock Baker.
Yeah, but he didn't come out with Paul or fucking Theory.
Right.
So does that play into the fact that it could be Paul or Theory? The mask guy?
I think so. Again, I think like I said, I think it's going to be Seth Rollins. But who would it be? That's who our picks are, basically. If Seth Rollins isn't cleared by that, obviously they're going to pivot to somebody else. But no, I could see it being Logan Paul or Austin Theory. Man, how cool! And again, I'm just going to say, if it ends up being Adam Pearce, I think that's awesome. Because I don't know how many people know how good Adam Pearce actually was. So.
Right. If you go back and look at his early stuff, man, because even I did it. When you said Adam Pearce, I was like, eh. And I was like, I haven't really I hardly really remembered him that much. So I went back and looked, and I was like, damn. He was like potentially the next big thing at one point. Like, Holy shit.
And then it's funny, I would have picked Nick Aldis to have a match with WWE before Adam Pearce did. But no, I think Adam deserves to have at least one match with the WWE. Again, he is a former NWA world champion. And he really wasn't that bad of a competitor.
So here's a wild take, and I know it's a couple pay-per-views off. War Games. What if we pin the two GMs against each other?
They would have to be part of the War Games team. Yeah, I can see that one day.
But Aldis and fucking what's his name together?
Yeah, but like, I think
match, that would be pretty cool. Like they're like the captain of the team.
Yeah,
like that'd be pretty cool.
But I think you would need to have a couple matches before you do that.
Well, you get it hyped up, just like you do with like how they did with like Pat McAfee and all that. They do something leading up to it where it makes them get into the ring.
So
obviously they're probably in the performance center. They're probably going to be running matches just to get back into shape.
Speaking of, I mean, or on the topic of the Pat McAfee thing, obviously that brings us to the bigger thing that happened at the Royal Rumble. The end of AJ Styles, at least his WWE run, as an active competitor. I mean, I do think at some point he comes back to the WWE and goes and works with the NXT guys, kind of like Shawn Michaels has done. But damn, I thought we were going to get. I was hoping we were going to get a little bit more. I know we said 2026 last year. Man, I thought it was going to last February. But where do you see Styles finishing out his career now?
TNA.
I do too. I know there are rumblings that he's going to AEW. Can't see that. I know there's some guys there to work with, but that dude is not known for TNA or for AEW. He's known for TNA. And now that they've traded it back to TNA, he needs to go and finish.
Yep, he's gonna have one more run there. They were talking about what was it I saw that he was gonna go back to TNA with, was it Karrion Kross?
Yeah,
and a female. I can't think of her name. They were gonna do the failed run that they were gonna do in WWE and TNA.
Yeah,
like Shattered Dreams or whatever it's called or something. I can't remember what the hell it was called. Watched a lot of stuff over the last days trying to figure out that. So.
Corey, your thoughts on the Styles?
On the what?
On AJ Styles.
I don't, man. They did it. I understand the way they're having Gunther powerhouse through everybody, and like, I get it, but also I don't get it for these guys like Cena and AJ and them that like. And I get it. They've been there so long and know the game and the script that they do it for the show. Like, they don't deserve to go out like that, dude. Like, but like you said, I think AJ Styles is going back to finish out where he started. And because no matter what, like, you get that thing, like, huh?
Going back to OVW?
Yeah. Well, to TNA. And it's like kind of like Edge. I think the only reason Edge ever went to AEW like he did is because of Christian.
Yeah.
Like, Edge knew it was like, hey, I went back to WWE. I did what I wanted to do there. Now it's about my thing. Like, I want one more run with my best friend and doing that. Like, whether it was in WWE, NXT, TNA, no matter, they do that. So I think, like you said, I think he has that respect in him for where, like, most of his, I mean, obviously the stuff in the WWE was amazing. But if you look at AJ Styles stuff from TNA back in the day, dude, my God.
Oh, AJ Styles is the reason why TNA even became it.
Right.
Get it. There were guys like Jeff Jarrett, Sting were all there. But AJ Styles was a homegrown talent that literally, when you thought of TNA, you thought of AJ Styles.
So here's my question since we brought up Gunther. Right. So now he's being known as the career killer, the legend killer. Here's a wild take. What if the OG legend killer versus Gunther? Randy Orton versus Gunther.
Yeah.
See that.
And I don't think Randy's ready to retire, so I think he'll actually beat Gunther. Because Gunther will make it a retirement match, because that's what he likes to do. He likes to try and retire. So the OG is going to go against him and show him who the real legend killer is.
Right.
Like, that could be a future play that they're going to lead up to.
Bro, dog Randy Orton with Gunther, bro. If they have Gunther and Randy Orton's career, like, on some gay dog type shit like that, I'll be so fucking mad, bro.
Yeah. I don't know where they're going with Gunther at for WrestleMania. It would be awesome to see him versus Randy again, but my guess is it's going to be somebody else that's possibly looking to retire them next.
I'm telling you, it's going to be just like how they're doing with the OG El Grande Americano. It's going to be those two facing off, right? Because Chad Gable's back. And then it's going to be the OG legend killer versus the new legend killer. I just think that they're thinking PLE's ahead. You know, because they always try to play the long ball with them stuff. Like,
yeah.
Where could that story go to next? And I think that that's the next evolution. Because who's the only legend left?
Randy.
So who's his next opponent?
Yeah.
And you do. Randy was known as the legend killer long before Gunther stepped foot into a WWE ring. So,
yeah, but the difference was Randy wasn't retiring. But
he was just beating him. But again, he can use that moniker though, and it can be legend killer versus legend killer.
So,
right.
Which I think would be a good. I mean, it'd be a great match.
So, as we close it out tonight, final thoughts. Spartan, do you want to bring up the challenge that's happening up there?
Oh yeah! Oh,
I forgot all about that.
Yo,
where's Adams? Yo, where's Adams' bitch ass in the comments, bro? Bring that ass here, boy. Daddy's here now. Somebody smack them cheeks.
Before you go,
watching the Rumble. We were all watching the Rumble.
Spartan,
what's that?
Corey, well, before you go, Spartan, and tell everybody what the challenge is. Corey, when he's done telling everybody the challenge is, you need to cut a promo on Adam.
I wish I had a different shirt on. Do I hit the Hulk Hogan?
So let's get the whole how this came about. So we were watching Royal Rumble, and all four of us were watching it on. We were on, but we were all watching it, and we were talking about wings and what to do in the off season, and no one's watching the Super Bowl, so we don't care. So we're like, you know what? Let's do a hot wing challenge. So we came up with the challenge. So this Saturday, we're doing it Saturday at 4 p.m. We're gonna go live. I am making some heart attack style wing.
Same.
Yeah, these are gonna be big.
You got this sauce right there? Hold it up, bro. The shit's marinating, dude.
It's potent.
It's called Satan's shit. That's what it looks like.
We're calling them Satan's dicks. All right. So what we decided is they're going to do 5 wings, no dip, so no blue cheese, none of that R word that we don't talk about here in Buffalo. Nothing, just the wing itself. With a 5-minute afterburn, nothing to drink. So no water, no nothing.
Dude, I might have to go live on Facebook for this.
We are.
We're going live.
Yeah, we're going live.
Yeah, we do. Oh, we doing it on the BW. All right, let's go.
I made sure that during the thing, I had Pat record to make sure that there was a verbal waiver that they both signed that says that I was not held medically or financially.
I can't be held responsible.
I don't want anybody to come back on me, but it is a challenge. So I'm stepping up my game. That sauce will marinate till Saturday, and I'm going to dry rub in nothing but hot pepper flakes, everywhere between goat peppers to dragon breath to 7-pot padulas, you name it. I have about 8 different peppers that I grow in my backyard seasonally. I've saved some, I dried them and grinded them up into a powder, and I will be coating the wings in those for 24 hours. And
he said you called the wings the devil's dick. Corey's going to have his tongue and lips all over them. I'm eating Adam's 5, too.
They're gonna have snot rolling down just like they were coming out of a gas chamber in the Army, baby. All right? Drill Sergeant Time's going to be there hyping it up, calling them all pussies.
I'm going to just get high as balls, bro, and be like,
It is going to be epic.
Bro, I'm winning. There's no question about it. There's no hand. If you were a betting man, I'm telling you, there's no firmer bet ever than to bet on me. I'm going to give my dog 2.5 wings, bro. Maybe. I give him 1 3/4. I'm eating all 5 of mine off. Just
I am going to be recording it live so that way we can see you all both in the fetal position.
Run this back. Someone record it and run it back Saturday when I'm sitting there crying like, this sucks, but I told you I was going to win, bitch.
You're not going to be able to talk. You're like,
it sucks, but I told you I was going to win, bitch. Fucking tongue. There could be even a special guest in house coming all the way back to the Just 4 set event.
Well, he's not coming back for set event, but he will be at the event.
So, Corey, I told you when Spartan was telling everyone what the challenge is. You need to come at him. So,
listen here, brother. No.
Where's your
Adam, I just want you to know, man, that I don't care how many chicken wings you've eaten in your life. I don't care how many CM Punk videos you watched in your life. I don't care how many times you jerked off and used your seminal fluids on your chicken wings while watching CM Punk because you're that fucking gay, bro. All right? No matter what you do, no matter what you've eaten, no matter when you see this video, son, I promise you, the winner of this challenge on Saturday gets to spell their initials on the other one's cheek with the chicken wing, bro. The last chicken wing, I promise you.
With a Sharpie, bro.
There is no hand. He gonna be sitting there crying. I'm gonna finish his wings. That's how dominant I am about this challenge. Not only am I coming for Adam to prove that he's a bitch, I'm coming for Spartan to let him know that that Spartan sauces ain't shit, son. They taste good, but they got no spice, bro. No.
Got this much taste in these right now.
I gotta say it all now because I ain't gonna be able to talk on something. I'm sweating already just thinking about it, bro. No, all jokes aside, man. All jokes aside, I thought about it yesterday. I was like, bro, we like 40 and still doing this stupid shit. Bro, I fucking love this shit, man. I fucking love it.
bro, and I still love this hot shit.
Oh, fuck. So now, man, yeah, it'll be a fun time. I can't wait. My nose, look at you got my nose. I mean, I've had a runny nose. My nose running already just thinking about thinking of every other hot wing challenge I've done, bro. And I've completed all of them. Like, there's not one yet I haven't not done. Like, it's just, there's something stupid in me, bro. Like, I will die before I not finish it. Like, fuck it. I don't care.
There's something wrong with that boy's medulla oblongata.
That don't even got one, bro. That shit was gone. Oh. All right, boys. I do got to run, though. I actually got to bounce. I forgot I have another fucking... Yeah, we'll just leave it at that.
Say hi to her for me.
Fuck you. Ain't nothing to do with a female at all, bro.
That's what somebody would say.
Not, bro. Oh, y'all gonna get me in trouble. Not at all, dude.
What are they gonna do? Come down early? Beat my ass? Go ahead.
Oh.
I'll pass you near down here.
I'm still single. For all you BWO chicks out there, hit me up. What's good?
He's saying it because she knows she don't watch it.
Oh, she might be watching right now. She pops in and out, bro.
I thought you popped in and out.
I might be sweating a little bit more now than from just the chicken wing vibe. Yo, fuck you all, bro. Why am I friends with you assholes, bro?
Better to do?
It's because we're like-minded, Corey.
Slaps you in the face, you'll know that they're hot and your butthole did not enjoy it. LOL, fucking Joey.
Hey, when I say 3 days later, hot.
Well, that's the worst part about it, dude. Like, you forget about it. Like, the heat goes away, and then like 4 hours later, you're like, I got a shit, dude. Fuck.
That capsaicin on that asshole doesn't feel good.
All right, fellas. We'll make this a wrap. And again, we'll see you guys live when we do the challenge. And then, like I said, from now until right now, we'll be doing every other week. So nothing this coming Wednesday, the week after. I don't know what we'll have, but hey, who knows? Hell, we could be talking Saber. Hell, Corey might still be Saber player. So
we'll talk about the afterburn.
As always, go Bills.
Go Bills.
Mafia, mount up.
Oh.